like $5 just to paint texture.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. All last week was moving week. I finally found a new house, so we're packing up and moving again. If you guys have followed the channel for any length of time, you guys know we're trying to move into investment properties so we can lock in the good rates, and then moving out into new investment properties to kind of accumulate rental properties to pay our way forward into the future. But we finally found a house that we can settle down in. It has a garage, it has a little bit more space so I can actually breathe some fresh air and not feel cramped and claustrophobic all the time. And kind of just a headquarters so we can settle down and stop moving every like 9 months. Because it's not fun, it really isn't. But luckily we had a lot of good help and we're super excited, but more on that in just a bit. Hey, you're in my next video.
What?
We gotta tell my subscribers.
Subscribe.
And smash the like button.
Yeah.
Tell the watchers who aren't subscribers that.
Yeah.
Subscribe
Subscribers
Inja
are the
2.0.
Nah, I like what
Too
Kurt was
soon.
saying better. Lord Kurt's way better on camera than you are.
I'm pretty good.
He has a lot of practice though.
Yeah.
Lord Kurt has
I mean,
a lot
he's
more
like,
exposure.
that's definitely
I don't
right.
have any cool
He's used to the
nicknames.
cameras, he's used to the fame.
Well, it all started
You were
back in
not.
childhood when I said, hey, can I be a princess
Hey,
in your
Inja,
video?
Inja, hey Inja.
Oh, hey Inja, hey Inja.
Wow, okay.
Is it you can bleep that out later?
I can't, probably.
First time the Inja tried to film me, I was playing Game Boy.
Oh my
He
god.
came up behind me, he was like, nice movie. And I go like this.
Boom! And I was like, ow! But we're moving the last 3 bikes, trying to figure out how to, but that's where we're at. So long story short, what you're seeing now is the staged house, because this is now a rental since we moved out. We spent the entire day, it's like 10:30 or something right now at night when we were doing this. But it is staged for a rental, and we had a renter moving in that next day. There was so much hassle trying to get this house closed. Solar contract wasn't going through, nobody was talking to each other, so it was a huge pain, just a very stressful time. But we finally made it, and we unloaded the bikes, and it didn't even, at this point, didn't even hit me that we had a nice house. We were just so tired, we couldn't care less what house we were staying in that night, but we are excited, and it's a huge step up for us. Oh yeah. All right, boys, well, we finally moved into our new house. Man, it had been a long, stressful process. Whew. But Kurt actually let me keep some bikes at the house temporarily because it's literally right around the corner from his house. It's like a few streets away. So just to ease the stress of the moving process, I just parked some bikes at the side of his house. And here we are today riding them over to the new place. Oh man, it was the most stressful 1 day and 2 days of my entire life. There's 4 things that, unforeseen things that happened all in one evening, right before the house was supposed to close. Man, it was stressful. Oh. But this is like 2 or 3 days after that, and we're moved into the new house, and so it's the exciting part, but we're still just getting over the hump of all that stress. But we're finally in the new house, and we could not be happier about it. Right around the corner from Lord Kurt, so we can do all kinds of projects. And there's no excuses now. There are no excuses why we can't get these projects done in a timely manner. So. And look guys, I got a 3-bike garage now. How about that? I don't know where I'm gonna put these cars. This driveway is so sloped, I can't even park this thing temporarily. Ooh, that's a nice looking shadow right there. So while I'm sitting here waiting for young Swag to get back, I will tell you guys, McsBest sent me some comm units for me and Lord Kurt. How about that? How about that? I'm just giving them a shout out because they seem like a pretty, actually genuinely good company. So anyway, go check them out. Short little shout out because they hooked me and Lord Kurt up with comm units. So let's give this some choke. Nothing like the sound of good old American muscle. yeah. Oh yeah. Frick yeah. All right, well, Lord Kurt just brought everything over here. Dude, I still can't express to you guys how amazing it is to actually have a garage for the very first time. These bikes, I know, it's already full. and these bikes are finally not out left in the cold every night, you know, getting dust all over them. So anyway, guys, we have the parts here. And this is pretty much all we need to start actually building the motorcycle, because this guy's been hammering out the frame and everything. You guys have seen the Instagram posts and whatnot. And so we've been working on the frame, trying to get that welded up, but we have been waiting for a long time trying to get these parts all in, and they're finally here. I mean, we've got the battery packs, got the controller, we got a whole lot of other odds and ends. The motor.
Still waiting on the BMS. That's the one thing that's having issues with shipments.
BMS, yeah, it's been taking a long time.
Cancel whichever one doesn't get here first.
Yeah,
just need that.
We ordered one. We ordered the BMS with the batteries like the same time we ordered everything else, but these got here like what, like a week and a half ago or something, 2 weeks ago.
Longer, yeah.
It's been a long time, and we still haven't got the BMS yet.
But now that the frame's all welded in, we see the shape of it, we can start putting together, we got an idea for what's going to fit where.
Yep.
I got a design already made for this. Probably this week I'll start putting that together with the Inja. We'll see how that all works out.
Yeah, dude.
But you put a post up and you can't really get a perspective on how big these are. Each one of these is 4 pounds and some change, 4.2 pounds I think it is.
Yeah.
The total battery pack just for the cells is 203 pounds.
Yeah.
But it's going to have probably 10% more capacity than the Harley Livewire. And like 15% more than the biggest Zero. So it's gonna be killing.
It's gonna be a freaking
range.
Yeah. But it is definitely a heavier battery pack than.
So we got this set of 32 cells, and then we're gonna run in parallel just a littler one. So we're gonna have 102.4 volts nominal with 140 amp hours. So it's gonna be hefty. And if you do the cheater calculations that every other motorcycle company does, that's like 16.4 kilowatt hours or something. So it's pretty big.
Yeah, dude.
Controller is the biggest one we've done anything with yet. This is able to do 46,000 watts. So it's a 12-pound controller. It's pretty hefty.
Yep.
And then
the motor.
A giant motor here that's 5 pull pairs, and it's 45-ish pounds. So it's a super solid thing. It's able to do more than we can put at it. So it can do like 15,000 continuous watts, and then up to 60,000 peak. So it's doing quite a bit. It's pulling a lot.
Yeah.
And we just got all the odds and ends for putting this together. We brought 2 sprockets. This is the 11 tooth. This will be our initial choice. It's going to have faster acceleration, but it'll have a lower top speed. We'll see where it gets us at. We're going to set the controller to put out 6,000 RPM, so it should still get to 110 at that RPM. But we'll see if we need to go up into 13 tooth. We did get a 13 tooth sprocket as well.
Yep. So. A lot of you guys are here because of the last build we did, and that's a hub motor that we've been using. And this type of motor, a mid-drive, has a lot of advantages over a hub motor, because we can play with the gearing, or the sprockets. That's why we got 2 of them, because the 2 sprockets will do 2 different things. One will increase the top speed, and one will give it a lot faster acceleration, give it a little bit lower top speed. But another benefit to having this motor is because it's beefier, and it will push it a lot faster than the hub motor could.
I mean, RPM, you probably couldn't get above, I don't know, 600 RPM or something on that hub motor. It wasn't super high.
And it maxed out at 73 miles per hour.
This one, you can get it up to 8,000, but they recommend 6,000 or less. Right. So we ran some calculations to get it to aiming for like 110 with as good as acceleration as we can is what the hopeful specs are going to be. Ultimately, it winds up faster because it can do like 4 revolutions before the wheel turns 1 time at gearing. So you're going to not have that delay where it's like fighting its own repulsion of
this guy. It just takes so long. Right when you go full throttle, it just takes like 4 seconds to even get to 10 miles an hour, and then it pushes you. For the first.
So we shouldn't see that issue here. Right. I mean, it doesn't hurt that the controller is pulling more volts, and it's just able to do a lot. It's a beefier setup. It's gonna be real cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. And how much did this? I think all this only cost us. It didn't even cost us that much. I don't
Well,
want to spitball, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah, let's see. So this
I forgot.
set of 32 cells, each one was like $47. So I mean, you can do the math on it, but we're looking at around $1,500 for this. But this is as big as the 3 packs we put into the first bike, that one there.
Yep.
And those 3 packs, we only bought 2 of them, and both of those almost cost just as much
Yep.
as this set is going to cost.
Yep.
This one, we got them for cheaper. It was, I mean, this extra expansion pack. This was like a bonus. We decided, okay, might as well give it more range. We've got to beat
Right.
everything.
Right.
It would have worked with just this, but this one probably cost another $700 more.
Yep.
So that one's kind of like a bonus. I won't even consider that in like the calculations of how much everything costs, because that's just like because we want to be cool.
Right,
Like, threw that one
exactly.
on there.
Yeah, you might as well make it as good as you can. If you're already building all of it and everything, you might as well make it as good as you can. And we had some extra space to add more if we wanted, so we did. But again, that is optional. And these batteries are gonna be so much easier to because I mean these kind of feel like cheating, I guess, in a sense. At least for him, because he was spot welding like
After putting
hundreds of
together
thousands of
1,000
spot
cells,
welds.
I mean, there's a bunch of battery chemistries you can do. This is lithium iron phosphate.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of advantages to it, but the main disadvantage is the energy densities are generally a little bit lower. So you're going to have a heavier weight for the same amount of energy capacity. So most people for motorcycles don't consider it, but the technology is improving to the point now where this actually still weighs less than the Harley Livewire's battery is going to weigh at the end of it. Once you put it in its case and everything, we'll probably beat it by 15 or 20 pounds. So, I mean, it's more stable, there's less risk of fire. It's usually better for abuse, you get more life cycles out of it. These will run for 2,000 cycles, 80% discharged at the discharge. So it's gonna, I mean, you're gonna get 200,000 miles out of the bike before the batteries even start to degrade to the point where it's noticeable. It's gonna be super cool.
That's solid.
And the only reason they're not used is because they're generally heavier. But the technology's improving, so they're not much heavier anymore.
Yeah, dude. So I'm excited. I mean, we're gonna get to work right on this battery pack now. That's next up.
Yeah.
And
Once we gotta do this next, because we're gonna need to build a frame for it to slide into the bike.
Right.
It's gonna be housed in metal and it's gonna slide right in. It's gonna be all totally sealed, so you can drive it through the water and it won't ever get the battery's wet.
Yep.
So it'll be pretty. I'm excited to do that. It's gonna take like a day to build this stupid thing. It'll take longer to build the box for it.
yeah, it probably will actually.
I don't
That's-
think you saw it, but literally all that it does is it's just got copper bus bars that just connect like this, and you screw it down and you put an extra ring terminal on there for the BMS, and then I'm going to put one more on the other one to connect it to the accessory battery pack. But you'll just basically, I mean, these are literally connected in series, and my voltage is increasing as I do this. I mean, it's pretty crazy to think about, but those are all connected already.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just put the bolt on, and it's completely ready to go.
Yeah.
So you just gotta make sure you attach them all together. We got some heat shrink and stuff to put it all into one spot, but
Yep.
I mean, ridiculously easy.
Well, that's pretty much it. I think that's it. We got our headlight. We got one of our 2 headlights here.
Got a
We got
cool battery charger.
a battery
I
charger.
think this one puts out 7 amps, so it should charge. I mean, it's a trickle charger, which is what I mean, unless you want to put extra special outlets in your house, you got a trickle charge.
I'm good.
But this one it should charge the bike in 9 hours, I think, from empty to full.
Yep.
So, not bad.
Yeah. I mean, range is estimated to be what? What are we expecting the range to be?
I'm crossing my fingers you
Spitball.
can get 200 miles at highway speed.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's a lower output and motor than like the Harley Livewire is going to be. So you're going to have a little less power, but the benefit of that is if you're drawing less power, you're going to see longer range. And we
Yep.
got an amp meter that we'll put on it, so we'll see how close it is, and you can predict
Yeah.
how much range you can get left out of it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I think you can get between 200 and 300 for sure in the city.
Yeah. So that's insane. I mean, 9 hours to charge it, but I'm never going to be riding that long. So anyway, yeah, it's pretty much all here. I guess we showed you everything, huh? Heat shrink,
converter.
DC converter, sprockets, heat shrink, just a lot of random stuff.
This is only for the accessory pack, the six gauge. It's not going to be pulling more than like 80 amps out of that one probably, so you don't need a huge wire.
Yeah.
But we do have the 2 gauge left over from this bike, so we'll use, that's all we need. The connections, it's cool because you don't have to run very far. Batteries are here, controllers here, motors here, and you're just like running little circles. So nothing
yeah.
needs to run long distances. Your wiring is it's so simple.
Dude, it's gonna look so cool. I'm so excited. A lot of this is Lord Kurt's area of expertise. I'm definitely doing more of just the aesthetics and mock-ups and how it should look and whatever. But between the two of us, I think we're going to be able to build an insanely amazing electric cafe racer. And this is kind of something that nobody else has really done, especially on, or on YouTube. I haven't really seen it. This chemistry battery, this kind of setup.
This is the first lithium iron phosphate you'll see put in a motorcycle that is well documented for sure.
Yeah.
It is also the largest one that you'll see put in a motorcycle on YouTube from everything that I could find.
Yep.
So this should be a pretty historic achievement when it's all done, honestly. I mean, this is beating out the competition. There's only one new bike that has a bigger battery than this that I've found. It's the Evoque 6061.
Yeah, and that's not even out yet.
No, not even out yet.
They haven't even released it.
It's running for $20,000+.
Right.
Which everything that's in this league is going to be $20,000+ for this type of battery.
Yeah, and we're doing it for still under budget of $5,000. We're trying to hit that goal. I think we're going to land right around for the 5,000 mark, but we're going to do our best to keep it under that. But even just over that, I mean, that's an insane deal.
If you wanted it to be cheaper, you just get a cheaper. I mean, this motor costs $1,000.
Yeah.
This controller costs $800 and $900, something like that, just by themselves. You want to do cheaper? You can find one on what is it? It's an Indian company. What's the company name?
Oh, we'll put it on the screen right here.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, you can find them and for half the price, obviously you get like 60% of the motor, but you can have a bike that's still going to get you 90 miles an hour,
right? Long
range, and you can cut all this cost in half. We're kind of like trying to get the top of the line you can get for a good budget.
We want this to be a good bike. I figure if we're going to do this, like fabricate the frame and everything all the way up, we might as well make it as good as we can. If it's still for a good budget though. I mean, like we're making it good. You guys can always tone it down later if you guys are building one too.
Maybe we'll have to do a budget build next.
Oh, now that's thinking.
What is the best thing you can get for as cheap as possible if you're poor like me?
That's thinking.
Fortunately, Inja's footing the bill for me.
That's right. That's right. And you guys know that we tried to use cutting board to make the seat pan, but it had wax in it, so it didn't work. But we got some ABS plastic from Grainger. And so this, Grainger, dude, we had to find some pretty niche parts, and Grainger hooked it up. So so there's one of them, and I think this should work just fine for a seat pan.
Yeah, we'll be able to glue it with ABS glue, so it'll be really easy to work with.
Yeah, and we need to do this pretty soon too, because the upholstery needs to get to work on this sucker. So we're gonna whip this battery out pretty quick.
This is a pretty fatty contactor here, and basically what you'll do is you'll just run the positive wire in. It works like the circuit breaker did for the electric bike, but it's going to be wired in to the terminals, I believe here. I'll have to look. Oh no, right here. Positive and negative. So what you'll do is, as you turn the key off, it'll signal for this to disconnect. When you turn it on, it'll connect those two together. So you've got both an emergency shut off. If it's get too much current, too much voltage right away, too much current right away, it'll just shut that down. But you also can click it with a kill switch. So pretty cool. It basically just is a safety feature. We didn't put one in that one. We had a circuit breaker for it, but this one's pulling potentially enough amps that I wanted just to have it separate, a little bit more of a safety feature. All
right, guys, well, thanks for watching this video. I hope this was pretty informative for you, and we kind of just want to let you guys know where the build is headed, just what's going to make up the bike all said and done. And so make sure you guys are subscribed. I know only like 10% of you guys have those post notifications on, so make sure you hit that bell if you guys don't want to miss out on anything. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.